Good day everyone, this is your Mark TV and sa video na to ay magsosolve tayo ng word problems involving oblique triangles. So bago tayo mag-solve ng ilan sa mga word problems dito, no, i-recall ko muna yung law of sines at saka law of cosines, no, na gagamitin natin later in this video. So kung hindi nyo pa alam kung anong ibig sabihin ng law of sines and law of cosines, ay mangyari na panoorin nyo muna yung videos na yon by clicking the link in the description. So yun muna ang panoorin natin, ano po. So kailan ba gagamitin yung law of sines at saka law of cosines? Nakadepende naman yan sa given parts ng oblique triangles. So, mag-umpisa tayo sa what to use, no? So, by the way, ang nakikita nyo ngayon is yung simple chart kung alin sa dalawa, no, ang gagamitin natin. So, kung ang given ay two angles and one side kagaya nito, 'di ba? Like i-drawing natin yung triangle like this one. Tapos two of the sides are two of the angles rather are given like this one and then this one. Tapos isa dun sa sides ay given like this one, 'di ba? So gagamitin natin yung law of sine. Ngayon, kapag two sides and one angle naman like this one, uh, two sides like this at saka isa sa angle, nakadepende yan kung asaan yung angle, kung included ba or hindi. Ang included kasi ay yung angle na nasa gitna ng dalawang sides like this. So this is an included angle. Tapos yung kung halimbawa yung isang angle ay nandito, so hindi siya included sa dalawang sides. So alin ba dyan ang gagamitin? Kapag ano daw, yung angle na yon ay hindi included sa dalawang sides, gagamitin natin yung law of sines, which falls under ambiguous case. Kung ang isang angle ay included or nasa gitna ng dalawang sides, then gagamitin natin yung law of cosines. Okay? Ayan po. And then, dito naman, kung three sides of the triangle ay given, just like this, no? 1, 2, 3. Three sides ay given, then gagamitin natin yung law of cosines. So, I hope na naiintindihan nyo itong simpleng chart na ito kung alin sa dalawa ang gagamitin natin. Okay, so let's start solving some problems. Alright, so sa number 1, the sides of a triangle have lengths 20 centimeters, 25 centimeters, and 30 centimeters. Find the measure of the largest angle. So let us first draw the triangle para mas maintindihan natin yung problem. So, takihan natin. Ayan. Okay. So, mag-draw muna tayo ng triangle like this. And then, i-label natin yung measurements. Ayan. So, this is 20 cm, 25 centimeters, and 30 centimeters. And then, ang hinahanap doon is yung measure of the largest angle. So, alin ba dyan sa angles ng triangle ay pinakamalaki? Paano natin malalaman kung alin dyan ang pinakamalaki? 'Di ba? Sa triangle inequality theorem, guys, no? Kung sino ang pinakamahabang side, no? So alin diyan ang pinakamahabang side? Yung 30 centimeters, 'di ba? Yung 30 centimeters. Kung sino ang pinakamahabang side, yung opposite angle niya ay yung pinakamalaki. Okay? So parte siya ng triangle inequality theorem, no? So meron tayong theorem about dyan na kung saan kapag yung isang side ng triangle ay pinakamahaba, yung opposite angle niya ay yung pinakamalaki. So this must be the largest angle na isosolve natin. Ano po? So lagyan natin ng name para ma-identify natin. So we have A, B, C. Tapos yung sides niya, bale small c, opposite siya ng ano ng angle C dito. Tapos dito naman A, is opposite siya ng angle A dito, tapos ito naman B. So meaning to say that side B is the largest, longest side. This means its opposite angle B must be the largest angle. Kaya ang isosolve natin is yung angle B. Ngayon, ano ang gagamitin natin? Law of sines ba or law of cosines? So as you can see, three of the sides of the triangle ay given. So ibig sabihin, gagamitin natin yung law of cosines. Okay? Ayan po. At kung hindi nyo pa maalala yung formula ng law of cosines, ito na po. So, bali, ang isosolve natin is yung angle B. Bali, ang formula ng law of cosines no, ay B squared is equal to A squared plus C squared. Ito po yung Pythagorean part. And then, minus 2 times AC. Ayan po yung dalawang sides ng triangle aside from B, no, times cosine of opposite angle B. So this is the formula for law of cosines. And then i-substitute natin yung lahat ng given. Okay? So ang B po natin ay 30 30 squared rather, di ba? Tapos A squared, ang A po natin ay 25 squared plus yung C naman po ay 20 squared minus 2 times A 25 tapos ang B natin ay 20 times cosine of B. So ayan po yung hanapin natin na angle, ano po. And then we are going to calculate the values here. So 30 squared is 900. Tapos, and then for this part, 25 squared plus 20 squared, hindi mo pwedeng pagsamahin si negative 2 times 25 times 20 kasi nakamultiply siya sa cosine B. So, gagamit tayo ng calculator to compute for 25 squared plus 20 squared. Then equals 1025. So, 1025 minus 2 times 25 is 50. 50 times 20 is 1000 times cosine B. Ngayon, we're going to move 1025 to the other side. This will become 900, no? 900 minus 1025 equals negative 1000 cosine B. And then divide both sides by negative 1000, no? Para ma-solve natin si cosine B. So this will become this one. So bale, gamit ulit tayo ng calculator. Bale 900 minus 1025. Lagyan natin ng ano, no, parenthesis, no? Okay, like this. Ayan, and then divided by negative 1000, then equals 1 over 8 or 0.125. So, ayan po. And then, para ma-compute natin yung angle B, bali gagamit tayo ng inverse cosine. So, cosine inverse or inverse cosine of 0.125 is the angle that we are looking for. So, pindutin yung shift tapos cosine, no? Para sa inverse cosine, bali 0.125 equals 82.82. Okay? So 82.82 degrees. And this is the measure of angle B, which is yung largest angle na hinahanap natin. So the answer is 82.82 degrees. Okay? Ayan. Next, number 2. A hiker wants to find the distance across a lake. From one side of the lake, she measures an angle of 75 degrees to a tree on the opposite shore. She then walks 400 meters along the shore to another point where she measures a 55-degree angle to the same tree. The question is, how wide is the lake? So, para mas maintindihan natin yung problem is magdodraw muna tayo ng lake or lawa. So, halimbawa, ito yung lake na nasa problem. Diba? Tapos si hiker, let's say, ito si hiker, susukatan niya kung gaano kalapad yung lake, no? Sa pamamagitan ng puno na nasa kabilang pampang or shore. Diba? So, let's say itong point na to is kung saan nakatayo si hiker. Bale, along the shore, ito po yung line na tinutukoy natin, no? Tapos, yung sukat ng angle papunta sa puno ay 75 degrees. So, ibig sabihin po, ito ay 75 degrees. Ayan po yung measure ng angle papunta sa puno. Now, she then walks 400 meters along the shore to another point. So, let's say, ito po yung point A kung saan siya manggagaling. Tapos, nilakad niya yung 400 meters along the shore. No? And then, nakarating siya sa point B. So, ito ay 400 meters. Okay? Nakapunta siya sa point B. So, dito naman siya nakatayo. Ano po? Okay? And then, yung sukat ng angle papunta sa same tree is 55 degrees. So, ito po ay 55 degrees. Okay? Ayan po. The question is, how wide is the lake? So, ang tinutukoy sa problem ay itong side ng triangle na ito. So, we can see that nakabuo tayo ng triangle. At ang hinahanap dito is yung width of the lake, which is this one. Okay, yung naka-blue. So, kukunin natin yung value ng x. I-assume natin na x ito. Okay, so by the way, itong tree itself is point C. Ayan, para makabuo tayo ng triangle. Okay, so, pangalanan natin yung sides ng triangle. So, this is side C, kasi opposite siya ng tree, di ba? Ng point C. Tapos, yung x, yung nawala, ayan naman po yung point B. Tapos, yung A naman po is itong side na to is side A. Okay, pero di natin kailangan to. No. Okay, so ano kaya gagamitin natin? 'Di ba? We have two angles tapos isang side. So kapag two angles ang given, gagamitin natin is law of sides. Okay? Kapag dalawang angles ang given, matic law of sides ang gagamitin. Provided na isang side lang ang given. Okay? So, i-recall po natin yung formula ng law of sines, di ba? A over sine of A equals B over sine of B equals C over sine of C. Ayan. So, aling dalawa ang gagamitin natin? So, as you can see, hindi pa natin nasusolve yung third angle, no? Pero madali na lang yan kasi 180 ang total nila. So, bale, yung measure ng angle C ay 180 minus A minus B. That is 75 at saka 55. Okay? And then we use calculator to find the angle C. 180 minus 75 minus 55 equals 50 degrees. So, ayan, this is 50 degrees. Okay, ayan po yung angle C. Now, since yung angle C at saka side C ay given, gagamitin natin to. Isa sa kanila. And then, ano yung nawawala? Di ba yung X? Anong side na may sukat na X? Yung B. Di ba? So, ibig sabihin, ito pong dalawa ang gagamitin natin. So, bale, B over sine B is equal to C over sine C. And then, we're going to solve for this side of the triangle. So, ang side B po ay X over sine of angle B, that is 55 degrees. Tapos yung C naman po, side C is 400 divided by sine of angle C. Ano yung angle C natin? 50 degrees. Okay? Ayan po. And then we're going to solve for X. So first, i-multiply natin both sides by sine of 55 degrees. Ayan, makakancel yung sine of 55 degrees. So, matitira na lang si x equals 400 over sine of 50 times sine of 55 degrees. And then, we're going to use the calculator, no? So, 400 divided by sine of 50 times sine of 55 equals 427.73. So, meters. Okay, so ano bang ibig sabihin nito? Bale, ito po yung sukat ng lapad ng lake. So, therefore, the width of the lake is 427.73 meters. Or pwede mo namang i-round off sa 427. Kaya nang bahala doon. Okay? So, that's the answer. Okay? Next, number 3. Two boats left the same dock at the same time. The first boat travels 30 kilometers while the second boat travels 50 kilometers. If the angle between two boats from the dock measures 40 degrees, how far are the two boats? So, i-draw muna natin yung figure para mas maintindihan natin. Okay? So, halimbawa, ito yung dock. Kung saan dyan sila nanggaling. Ano po? Ito yung first boat. No? Bale, ang distance mula sa dock ay 30 kilometers. Tapos, yung pangalawang boat naman, no, ito yung pangalawang boat. Let's say. Okay? Bale, ang sukat or yung distansya mula sa dock ay 50 kilometers. Okay? Tapos sabi daw, if the angle between two boats from the dock measures 40 degrees, bale, itong dalawa ay nakabuo ng angle mula sa daungan or dock with a measure of 40 degrees. Okay? So, ayun. How far are the two boats? So, ang hinahanap dito is yung distance between two boats. Ito po yung hinahanap. So, i-level na lang natin as x. Okay? Ayan po. Ngayon, ano kaya gagamitin between law of sides and law of cosines? So, as you can see, ang given po dito ay two sides at saka isang angle. And makikita natin na itong angle na to, which is 40 degrees, ay nasa gitna ng dalawang sides, 30 kilometers at 50 kilometers. Bale, ang gagamitin natin ay law of cosines. Okay? Kasi kapag ang angle ay nandito, which means hindi sa gitna ng dalawang ito, bale, ang gagamitin natin ay law of sines. Okay? Under siya ng ambiguous case. Pero law of sines po yun. Okay? Dito ang gagamitin natin ay law of both sides. So, lagyan natin ng pangalan. So, this is A, point B. Tapos, yung dot mismo ay point C. Ayan. Tapos, para naman sa sides, we have dito ay side C. No? Kasi opposite siya ng ng angle na to. Tapos, yung 30 kilometers, ayan yung side B. Tapos, 50 kilometers, ayan po yung side A. Okay, so ang kukunin natin is yung length of side C, which is yung distance between two boats. So para sa law of cosines, ang formula po nun ay C squared is equal to A squared plus B squared minus 2AB times cosine of angle C. Okay, and then we're going to substitute those values, no? So C squared is equal to A. Ang A po natin ay 50 squared plus yung B naman po ay 30 squared minus 2 times A. Ang A po natin ay 50 tapos ang B naman ay 30. And then times cosine, angle C ay 40 degrees. And then pwede natin idiretso to gamit ang calculator. So we have 50 squared plus 30 squared, no, minus 2 times 50 times 30 times cosine of 40, no, tapos pinutin yung equal sign, and then we got 1101 point 8667. So yeah, 8667. Ayan po yung C squared. And then para mawala yung squared, no, kukunin natin yung square root. So kukunin natin yung square root nito. Okay? So bali ang value ng C ay square root of 1101.8667, that is 33.19, no? Okay, ano ba yung unit? Kilometer. So, ibig sabihin po, no, ito ay 33.19 kilometers, which is, ayan yung distance between two boats. Okay, ayan po yung layo ng dalawang boats. So, ibig sabihin, the distance between 2 volts is 33.19 kilometers. Okay, so this is the answer. Next, number 4, from 2/10, their angles of elevation to the top of the mountain are 30 degrees and 25 degrees. Find the distance between 2/10 in meters if the distance between the top of the mountain and the nearest tenth is 1,565 meters. Okay, so let's draw the figure here. So, ito po yung mountain. Ayan po. Tapos ito yung top of the mountain, this one. Ayan po. Ito yung tuktok ng mountain, no? Tapos we have two tents here. So this is tent number 1. Tapos this is tent number 2. Like this, no? So halimbawa, ganito yung itsura yung ng tent. Okay? Tapos sabi daw yung angle of elevation ng dalawang tent sa top of the mountain ay 30 degrees and 25 degrees. So ito yung line of sight nila ng tent, and we have 30 degrees. By the way, ito pala yung ground, no? Ito yung ground. Okay? Ayan po. Ayan. And then yung angle of elevation ng isa pang tent ay 25 degrees. Ayan. So this is 25 degrees. Ayan. Tapos the distance between the top of the mountain and the nearest tent is 1,565 meters. So paano malalaman kung alin sa dalawang sides, no? Bali yung top of the mountain tsaka yung tent, no? Itong dalawang sides. Paano ba malalaman kung alin diyan sa dalawa ay pinaka maikli? That is yung distance mula sa tuktok papunta sa uh, tent, no? Alin diyan ang pinakamalapit, no? Alin din ang pinakamalapit? Makikita naman natin sa angle, 'di ba? So kagaya ng inexplain ko sa problem number 1, no, kung halimbawa sa isang triangle, 'di ba? Kung sino ang pinaka mahabang side ay yung opposite angle niya ay pinakamalaki. So the same thing, no, na kapag yung isang side ng triangle ay pinaka maikli, bali yung opposite angle niya ay maikli as well, or pinakamaliit, diba? So if we look in this if we look at this diagram, no, bale aling angle lang mas maliit? 25 degrees, diba? Yan yung mas maliit na angle. So ibig sabihin yung opposite side nito, itong opposite side, no, ay mas maikli kumpara sa isa pang side, 'di ba? Kasi mas maliit yung kanyang angle. So ibig sabihin, itong tent na to ay mas malapit dapat mula sa top of the mountain. So this must be the shorter side, whose distance is 1,565 meters. So the question is, find the distance between two tents. Yung distance sa pagitan ng dalawang tents ang hinahanap. So ito po ang hinahanap. Okay? So i-label na lang natin as X. Okay? Ayan po. And then we're going to use either law of sines or law of cosines to solve the problem. Okay? So as you can see, we have two angles here, 30 degrees at saka 25 degrees. No? Two angles ang given, tapos isang side ang given. So ibig sabihin, gagamit tayo ng law of sines. Okay? And then, since two angles ay given, we can able to find the measure of the third angle. So, pangalanan natin A, B, C, no? Bali ang hinahanap dito ay angle B, no? So angle B is 180 minus A minus C. So 180 minus angle A is 30, habang ang angle C naman po ay 25. And then gagamit tayo ng calculator. So 180 minus 30 minus 25 equals 125 degrees. Ayan po yung measure ni angle B, 125 degrees. Okay? Ayan po. And then, we are going to solve for this one, no? Ito yung hinahanap, tapos ito yung opposite angle niya. Tapos pagdating naman sa angle C, which is 25 degrees, we have the opposite side given, which is side C. Ito po yung side C ng triangle. So, bali 1,565 meters po yun. Okay, so i-recall nga natin ulit yung law of sides. Bali, A over sine of A equals B over sine of B equals C over sine of C. Si angle C ay 25 degrees, tapos yung opposite side niya ay 1,565 meters, which is given pareho. So, gagamitin natin tong ratio na ito. Tapos, ang isosolve naman natin is yung side B, which is opposite ng angle B na 125 degrees. So, ibig sabihin, gagamitin natin itong ratio na ito as well. Kaya, ang equation po ay B over sine of B equals C over sine of C. And then, isubstitute natin yung values. So, we have side B. Ano yung side B natin? Wala, 'di ba? So, x muna over sine of angle B. Ang angle B po natin ay 125 degrees equals side C is 1,565 over sine of capital C, which is 25 degrees, no? And then we're going to solve for x. Okay? So, multiply natin both sides by sine of 125 degrees. Ayan, so cancel out, matitira lang ay x equals 1,565 over sine of 25 degrees times sine of 125 degrees. And then, calculator tayo, no? So, 1,565 divided by sine of 25, no? Times sine of 125. So, anong lumabas? 3,033.40. Pero ang hinihingi dito is in meters. So, i-round off natin to the nearest whole number. Bale, ang value ng x, which is ay ang distance between those two tents, no, sa problem ay 3,033 meters. Okay, so ibig sabihin po, no, ibig sabihin ayan po yung distance between two tents. Okay, so therefore the distance between two tents is 3,033 meters. And ayan po yung sagot. Okay, so let's move on to the last problem. A surveyor is measuring the length of a bridge by crossing from one end to another. From one end, where he stands, the angle to the tree, 33 meters from him, measures 35 degrees. Walking to the other end, the angle to the same tree measures 21 degrees. How long is the bridge? So, let us draw the problem. So, we have this bridge. Ito po yung bridge, yung tulay, no? Okay, so halimbawa, ito yung bridge. Okay? Ayan po. Susukatin ni surveyor kung gaano kahaba yung bridge. Okay? So, magsisimula siya dito sa isang dulo. And then, we have a tree here. No? Meron tayong puno dito somewhere, no? Na makikita niya, no? Bale, ang distance, no, ng surveyor kung saan siya nakatayo papunta sa tree ay 33 meters. Okay? Tapos ang angle nun ay 35 degrees. Yung angle mula sa bridge papunta sa puno. So, ang angle nun ay 35 degrees. Ngayon, naglalakad siya papunta sa kabilang dulo. Okay? So, naglalakad siya papunta sa kabilang dulo. Bale, yung sukat ng angle sa parehong puno ay 21 degrees. So, this is 21 degrees. The question is, how long is the bridge? Ang tinatanong dito is yung haba mismo ng tulay. Okay. So, ayan po yung hahanapin sa problem. Ano po? So, as you can see, once again, meron tayong dalawang angles, no, na given, 35 degrees at saka 21 degrees. So, matic ang gagamitin natin ay law of sines. Okay? And then, i-recall nga natin one last time. So, ayan po yung formula. Ano po? And then, of course, kukunin muna natin yung measure ng third angle. This one, no? Bale, pangalanan muna natin, we have A, B, C. Ayan po. So, bale, si angle B naman this time ang nawawala, no? Angle B na naman ang nawawala. Bale, 180 minus A minus C. So that we have 180 minus, ang A po natin ay 35. Tapos ang angle C naman ay 21. So let us use the calculator here. So 180 minus 35 minus 21 equals 124 degrees. Okay. So this is 124 degrees. Ayan po yung angle B niya. Tapos, as you can see, si angle C which is 21 degrees, tapos yung opposite side which is side C with 33 meters in length, no, given pareho, 'di ba? So once again, gagamitin natin tong C over sin C kasi pares naman silang given. Tapos ang isosolve naman is yung side B. So yung 124 degrees at saka yung x. Kaya itong dalawa ang gagamitin natin. Bale, ang equation po ay B over sin B equals C over sin C. Okay? Bale, ang B po natin ay x over sine of angle B is 124 equals C. Ang C po natin ay 21 over no, 33 po yung side C, no, over sine of 21 degrees. And then saka natin isolve for x. So multiply natin both sides by sine of 124 degrees. Ayan po, cancel out. X na lang po matitira equals 33 over sine of 21 degrees times sine of 124. Ayan. And then we use calculator to solve the problem. So 33 divided by sine of 21 times sine of 124. Ayan. Equals 76.34. So, ano bang ibig sabihin nun? Bale, yung haba ng tulay, itong tulay mismo, yung haba ng tulay ay 76.34 meters. So, therefore, the length of the bridge is 76.34 meters. And this is the answer to this problem. Okay, so that's all for today's topic, which is solving word problems involving oblique triangles. So keep on practicing on solving this kind of problems, and I hope na nakatulong sa inyo tong video na ito. Okay, so do not forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow me also on my TikTok account. And as always, thanks for watching and have a great day to all.